Well, probably it's a time for a new video. I didn't make a lot of videos last time because I was waiting for today's news about inflation, and as you probably already know, we have 7.1% of inflation, which makes me very happy because we have this green candle, this big pump because of this, and it also means that my prediction, which I made in my last video, 100% correct, because I expected that we will touch this blue range, this blue zone, and that's exactly what we can see right now. It was kind of logically because we had this touched a lot of times, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I closed my long on that 17,900 because that's where our resistance starts. And the question is, what's going to be next? Today's video will be, on the start of the video I will talk about long term, and on the end of the video I will talk about short term. The first thing which I want to show you is this two different green circles. I think it's a little bit hilarious. I will explain you right now why. So we have these two different circles. Let's open regular chart. The biggest part of the people on the crypto market, they started to be bearish only here. I sold here, but it's not important right now. What is important is the fact that right now every one of them are bearish. Isn't it insane? Here, all this time they were bullish, and right now they are bearish. Right now everyone expect lower prices. Even me right now expecting a short-term lower price, but we are fighting between each other, we are arguing between each other, and we are arguing about the bottom, where will be the bottom is. So we just wasting of our time. That's what I want to say, because look at this small green circle. That's where you had to have this fight. Right now all of this, it's a bottom. All of these prices will look exactly the same just in a few months, like it was here when we had this big pump. That's exactly what we will have just in a few months. I believe in this. So I just want to say that we shouldn't care about this, and if you ready to hold it just a few months or even more, you need to start by here. I expect lower prices, to be honest, in the short term, because of, let's look on the SPX chart. As you can see here, my prediction had the same result. It was 100% correct, because I told you that I expect that we need to touch this white resistance and this blue resistance, this blue range. And the fact that we have the same resistance on the Bitcoin chart and on the SPX chart makes me very happy, because it means that we drew up it correctly. The question is, what's going to be next? I don't believe, I'm not sure that we can break this resistance here, because it's very powerful. We need to break first of all this white line, then this blue range. It's kind of, I don't know, it looks very powerful. So for me, it kind of logically to make a correction before we break it. The question is where this correction can be. I don't know. I would say that the last safe place is 3,720, this purple level. I also expect correction on the SPX because of this chart, because of the RSI. We broke up this white line here, and the last time when we had the same result, when we broke up this line here, we had seen this big dump, last 5 waves. I still see a lot of bullish signals. I still believe that we are oversold, and I still expect higher prices, but we need to make a correction. I would say that we need to make a correction. Yeah, wow, the last time when I saw this chart, it was green candle. That's also a big pump because of our inflation news. Right now it's candle, but it's not important right now. We will see, and because of the correlation between Bitcoin and SPX chart, if we will have this correction, if we have this correction, Bitcoin will make the same move. Let me show you why I am a little bearish. In the long term, I'm very bullish. You need to understand that I bought more than 60% of my portfolio. I bought at 18,500 and I bought at 16,500, and I already moved my stop loss to profit to the place where I bought on the 16,500. So what I want to say, I wanted to show you this chart, these two different charts, on the RSI and on the Bitcoin chart. I showed you a lot of times this, and you need to watch my last video about RSI. That's the most powerful RSI analysis on the YouTube. So what I wanted to show you, as you can see, when we broke up under this white support, for us it's a very bad sign, and it means that we will see big dump. We had this pattern a lot of times in history, but I will show you just the last, because we don't have a lot of time. So here it was 44% dump, then we had seen 30% almost, then 27, and the question is what will be here. We will see, but just the fact that this support here exists means for me like makes probability that we will see the same result. And I also do not believe that we will break this powerful resistance very easy. I mean, it's kind of unlogical for me. Yeah, it's also possible. It's also possible that we had seen bottom, that we had already seen a bottom. Maybe we will see just accumulation here. But for me, it's more likely that we will see lower prices. So where I expect the price? I told you a lot of times, for me it's still the same prices. I expect 14,500, 12,000, this blue range, because that's our first support, and it's almost minus 85%, exactly as it was on our last bearish market. So for me it's logically, and I would say that it's possible, but I think that if we see this price, it will be very sharp dump and then buy out, because I told you we had seen this completely different top, so it's possible that bottom will be different. Yes, what I want to say as well, I think that 30k much more closer than you think. 28, 30, maybe even 32 for me, it's like just in a few months. I believe in this bounce, so that's why I bought here. I'm a little bearish just in a short term. You need to understand that I bought more than 60% of my portfolio, as I told. But we have a lot of bullish signals. We still have these hash ribbon signals, we still have these on-chain metrics on the Glassnode, we still have a lot of we are oversold, we have a lot of indicators, they are very bullish right now. And my favorite, I told you, watch my last video about RSI, and we have this resistance here, this big white line. If we will close above this resistance, I will say, okay, fuck it, we need to buy all what we have. Probably the bottom is in, especially this blue range. That's the most powerful level on their side. Okay, just watch my last video and you will understand what I'm talking about right now. I just want to say that I am bullish in the long term and a little bearish in the short term. I will not short it because we are forming bottom right now. It's unlogical for me. Absolutely, in every moment, in each moment, we can make big pump, break this resistance here, and close over 20k, which means that our bounce started. So that's all what I wanted for today, except one thing. I bought a lot of cheer. I know it looks bad buy, I'm pretty sure that we will see much more higher prices. I do believe in this, so that's why I bought. We have this big, very big bullish divergence. For me, I bought for 1% of my portfolio. It's a lot for me. I know that I told you that it's better to buy Bitcoin right now because he's much more powerful, but it's for my whole portfolio. I do believe in this asset, and we expect regulations on the market. Chia is an asset which will survive after this. That's why I bought it, and I bought a lot. That's all what I wanted to say. Thanks for watching this video. Press thumbs up and leave a comment